from the beating that the Horned Frogs gave here. Mountaineers top back Shell, I should say, looks okay after an ankle problem. That offense is humming. And Clint Trickett gunning for a 9th straight 300-yard game. Played through a flu bug last week. Needed an IV at halftime. He just kept going. Making his job easier, though, the sensational receiver for West Virginia, Kevin White, already over 1,000 yards, the first to reach it, 700-yard games. Speed, strength, ball skills, impossible to cover. Baylor just gave up and got flagged for 7 PIs. Here's Dana Holgerson as he heads back to Stillwater.
How you doing, Kenzie? Like to get out there and kind of get the guys going a little bit. Need a few punch in the ribs or anything, or are you good to go? You don't knock any of our receivers out in Pascal today, okay? I got the team meeting with the guys after Baylor. We didn't talk about what the rankings are right now, what the standings are right now. None of that matters. That can change in a week. So what we can control is having a good week of preparation. You were too early. Watch the damn ball. How many times are you going to sack the quarterback this week? As many as possible. I like it. I simply asked them if they were satisfied with winning a big game, you know, and unanimously they said that they weren't satisfied with just winning a big game. You're going to go back to Oklahoma? Huh? You going to make any plays? Yes, sir. Good. Do it.
People talk about the travel the Mountaineers have to do in that conference, going back and forth. Another trip to Oklahoma State, they just downplay it. They think it's no big deal, but we'll see if they can follow it up. They're underdogs in Stillwater.
Well, this is the big question with West Virginia. Can they be the same team that they are in Morgantown on the road in some of these places in the Big 12? Because when you play them, if you're watching Clint Trickett right now, this guy is as in rhythm as any quarterback in the country, especially in the Big 12. But I think people are just kind of a little bit will wait and see approach with him because they want to see it consistently and they want to see it on the road. I think they're fine. I think Oklahoma State is a team that's reeling right now. As much as I like Mike Gundy as a coach, I just don't think they can hang with the firepower that West Virginia has.
And firepower, they got the best receiver in the country.
Yeah, no doubt.
Kevin White, I mean, this is, you talk about all the great ones that Dana Holgerson's coached with Crabtree and Blackman, and he's had his hand in on all these guys. This is the best. I mean, you talk about 6'2", he can run. He can run the ball. He's better. This is the first receiver taken in the draft. I mean, he is uncoverable. If you see one-on-one, you throw the ball anywhere near him. He plays angry, Des. He goes. I mean, he goes and gets the ball's his. He's already drawn 11 PIs this year against him.
Baylor just gave up and started tackling him.
I mean, he's unstoppable.
Better than Cooper, better than Jalen Strong.
I'm not sure if he's better than Cooper. He gets more opportunities than Cooper, obviously, with that offense, but he is a beast. He's right about that, David. I mean, this kid, he goes out there, he makes plays. He's a high-point guy. He's very aggressive. He runs decent routes. When you're in that type of system, you don't have to be precise with your route running, as Amari Cooper does in Alabama's system. I agree. He's a heck of a player. Not sure if he's going to be the first receiver off the board, but we'll see. I think the defense for West Virginia right now is what's surprising to me. Tony Gibson, the defensive coordinator, he got these guys playing hard, playing aggressive, and guys are not out of position. That was one of the things that you would constantly see when you were watching West Virginia on film. Guys weren't in position. Now they're playing aggressive, and what they did against Baylor a week ago was just unprecedented. Very impressive.
What they did was crazy, Chris.
Yeah, it's crazy. Their methods are unsound.
They're down their top 2 corners at half against Baylor, and they're just bringing pressure, putting their guys on the island against one of the best receiving corps in the country, and you're like, no, wait, but you know what? When you have an offense that can go tick for tack, regardless of the score, you can live on the edge, and they did last week, and they played great.
We'll see if the return game plays a part. Mario Alford is another good receiver. Besides White, he's a kick returner with 2 touchdowns. And then Tyreek Hill has got a couple for Oklahoma State, maybe the 2 fastest return guys in the country on the same field in that game. Mountaineers host TCU next week. That would be interesting if they get through Stillwater. Horned Frogs back in the top 10, expected to